Okay. So we have just concluded Patanjali Yoga Sutra's session done by Shri Ravi Shankar ji, Gurudev, and we have gone through the whole syllabus. But today is just a refresher, or we are going to summarize everything, whatever we have learned. And for those people who have not yet done any of these sessions, or those who are completely new towards yoga, for all of you, it can be something which would be very eye-opening. This, because this is a very scientific session. This is a very intellectual session. Maharishi Patanjali was actually a scientist, and he has given the Yoga Sutras. Sutras means thread. So these sutras are something which connects you to your mind, which connects your outer self to your inner self. So those are the sutras. And these sutras have been divided into 4 chapters. Okay. So these chapters are called Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, Vibhuti Pada, and Kaivalya Pada. So all these 4 chapters are there. And these 4 chapters are very, very nicely done. So the first part of it, the Samadhi Pada, that is the aim or the ultimate goal of yoga. So attaining Samadhi, and what is Samadhi? What is mind? How do you understand the vrittis of mind, or how do you understand the modulations of mind? So all those things are covered in the first chapter, which is Samadhi Pada. The second chapter is Sadhana Pada. Sadhana means attaining what you want to attain and the effort involved into attainment of that. So sadhana is whatever you are doing to attain the state of yoga, to attain the state of samadhi. Then the third is Vibhuti Pada. Vibhuti means the powers, or those things that you will get when you practice the sadhana and you attain samadhi. Okay. And Kaivalya Pada, that is the ultimate attainment of liberation. What does it mean and how does it happen? So these are the 4 chapters which have been divided into. So before this live streaming started, we just chanted a mantra, which is there in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. And most of the places in wherever yoga is being done, wherever when you want to invoke the essence of Patanjali, the essence of yoga, then we chant this mantra. What is this mantra? It says, Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha. Maharshi Patanjali had given yoga for the chitta and grammar for the vacha, means your speech. Yogena chittasya padena vacha. Malam sharirasya chavedyakena. Malam, the sharira, or the body, which is consisting of mala. He has given Ayurveda, or medicine, the science of medicine, for purification of that. So you are purifying your mind through yoga. You are purifying your speech through vyakran or through grammar, and you're purifying your sharir, or the body, through Ayurveda. So these are the things which Maharishi Patanjali has given, and this all is necessary for clearing out all the impurities from the body. So that is what Patanjali Yoga Sutra imbibes. That's the spirit of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So what are we going to do? We are going to start, or we are going to touch upon a little bit about essence of all these 4 chapters. And we are not going to dwell very deep into it, because that would take the session into being a couple of hours or probably days. So we can't do that. We don't have much time. So what is the first part of it? What is the first chapter, the Samadhi Pada? It starts from Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Now let us discuss about the discipline of yoga. And there are 4 things which are needed to imbibe this discipline. First is Viveka, knowledge of what is right, what is wrong, what is truth, what is false, what is long lasting, and what is very short in nature. That is Viveka, being able to discriminate. Then second is Vairagya. What is Vairagya? Dispassion. Viveka is discrimination, Vairagya is dispassion. So when you have dispassion towards this material self, towards all the problems which are happening or all the things which are going on, then it is easier to attain yoga. Then the next one is Shata Sampati. We will discuss about this sometime later, but it imbibes six things, which is focus of mind or control over your mind, then which is called Shama, then control over your body, which is called Dhamma, then Samadhana, then Uparati, being happy about small things, having flavor from small things. Then Titiksha, forbearance, not being bowed down or worn out by small things, being able to endure things. That is what is Titiksha. And then the last part of this is Mumukshatva, the aspiration or the desire in your mind to attain liberation. That is called Mumukshatva. So these are the four pillars of knowledge. And this is all to do with your chitta. What is chitta? Chitta is also called Antahakarna. Antahakarna would have four parts of it. Like those who have done the happiness course, they would understand what are the 7 levels of existence. And from those 7 levels, these are the 4 levels which are very not very gross, which are very subtle, but which can have impurities as well. What are those? Your mind, your manas, then your buddhi, your intellect, then your chitta, your memory, and ahankara or ego. So these are the 4 parts or the 4 things which are compiled to form what is called chitta. Okay. Then Patanjali starts by making us understand what is yoga. He says, Tadha drishtu swarupe avasthanam. Tada drishtu swarupe avasthanam. Matlab, when you establish into the swarup or the form of drishta. Drishta means the one who's seeing it. Then you attain yoga. So if you understand about this body, if you understand what is going on inside you, sometimes you feel, you are looking at something, but, this is not you. So for example, I'm looking at this hand. Okay. I would think, oh, whose hand is this? This hand is mine. But is this hand me? No, this is not me. This is my hand. Whose cloth is this? Is this cloth me? No, this cloth is not me. This is mine. So when you start understanding, when you start seeing this body as something which is not you, but which is yours, then what is it that you say is you? What is it which is saying that this is mine? When I say this body is mine, वो कौन है जो ये बोल रहा है कि ये शरीर मेरा है? Who is that who's saying this body is mine? That is what is drishta. That is what is the seer. So understanding or getting established in the nature of the seer is yoga. Otherwise, most of the time we are not established in the nature of the seer. What are we established into? Vrittis. What are vrittis? Vrittis are certain modulations of mind. So where all can a mind be if it would not be established into the nature of the seer? It can be established into 5 things. What are those? First is pramana. Pramana means desire to know the reason for something. So we always want to know, okay, what is the reason behind this? What is the reason behind that? So that is pramana. We are always asking for affirmation. Viparyaya. That is called wrong knowledge or mithya gyan. You put very wrong logics about things. So for example, somebody would say, this stairs, if it goes up, how can you make sure that the stairs come down also? So, this you can go in from this door. What is the confirmation that you can come out of this door also? So certain things which you which you can, apply lot of, you can say a couple of things, but it would not have any meaning towards it. Somebody would say, when the glass is half full, it means it is half empty. So that means if the glass is full, so it would mean that the glass is fully empty as well. So that is mithya gyan. That is viparyaya. Vikalpa. Vikalpa is imagination. You're just sitting and thinking about, oh, how would my life be if I have 1 crore in my bank account? What will I do with that? What is this? This is imagination. This is vikalpa. Then the fourth one is nidra. That is getting into deep state of voidness, sleep. And the last one is smriti. Smriti is very nicely defined by Patanjali. How is smriti defined? Maharishi Patanjali says, when your mind is not able to leave or let go of certain impression, that is called smriti. So a lot of things we forget, that is not smriti, but certain things which stucks onto us, that is what is smriti. Okay. Now all of them have been divided into different parts. I'm going to skip all that. Okay, that's going to take a long time. Then it says abhyasa vairagyam tan nirodha. What does it mean? Abhyas. Abhyas means practice. Doing something for long time, dirgha kala. Second is narantarya, means again and again. And the third criteria is with reverence. Satkara sevita. So this is the definition of abhyasa. If you do something for a very long period of time, without any break, and with very, faith or total dedication towards it, then only you can call it abhyasa. So you want to practice meditation, you practice it for 1 day, and then second day you say, oh, I have a lot of work, I can't do it. So that is not abhyasa. Third day you say, okay, today we have time, let me do meditation. So doing something for a very long period of time without any break and with utter reverence or faith towards it, that is what is abhyasa. Then the second way to attain this yoga is by vairagya. What is vairagya? Vairagya is absence of craving. So our mind is always getting stuck on different things. We want certain things from life. We want this, we want that. This creates a lot of stress. Yeah. When you sit and just wondering, okay, why did I achieve this? You would get some emotions, you will get irritation, you will might feel anger about somebody or some situation which avoided you to attain what you wanted. Then you would get into moha, attachment. Oh, I really wanted. Obsession is also a form of this. So people who don't have vairagya in their life suffer from lot of mental ailments, lot of emotional trauma. Okay, so vairagya is a very, very important part of it. And these two things form the basis of attainment or overcoming these vrittis. These vrittis are not all bad. Now, nidra is one of the vrittis. So you would say, okay, I have to get over nidra. No, that is, or smriti is also part of vritti. So if you forget about everything, that is not going to solve any purpose. You are not going to lead a very healthy life. So ऐसा नहीं है कि you have to let go of all the vrittis. Vrittis are supposed to be in your control. So when you want, you can sleep. When you want, you can remember. When you want, you can forget. All these vrittis, all these modulations of minds, if they are in your control, then you are established in the form of the seer. Then you are established in yoga. If these vrittis are not in your control, then that's a problem. These vrittis have also been defined as klesha and aklesha. What does it mean? Some of the vrittis gives you pain or dukha, and some they give you pleasure. So it is okay if getting some sleep is important for you. That would give you energy. That would give you clarity of mind. So attainment of that kind of sleep is good, but getting stuck with that sleep, not being able to get out of it, or avoiding a lot of important things because you want to sleep, that is when this vritti is not in your hand. Okay, so vritti have to be in control. That is very important. So then it says there are certain obstacles on the path of yoga. So this is very important, guys. So all of us who have tried to attain something in life, and especially on the path of yoga, especially when you start meditating, when you start doing asanas, when you start following a certain practice, a proper diet, or you start following certain yama niyamas. Some people take some sankalpas. I would do this for so many days, I would do that for so many days. Somebody does some tapa. Okay, I will not eat. Like nowadays, the Navratra time, a lot of us are having fasting. Yeah, so we don't eat as much as our mind desires, as much as our body desires. So what is it? Tapa. So whenever you are on the path of yoga, whenever you're doing any of these things, what happens? There are 8 obstacles which come up, and these obstacles can take you away from the path of yoga. And you have to be very conscious about this, that this thing is happening, or these obstacles are coming in your life. Just that awareness that this obstacle is coming can let go of a lot of it, can release you from these obstacles. Okay. So what is the first obstacle? It comes as physical ailment. It's called vyadhi. When your body is ill, when you are not feeling good, when you are having some disease, that is what is vyadhi, the problem with your body. The second obstacle is dhyana, that is problem with your mind. Your mind is not able to comprehend that great. There is certain dullness which comes in. So that is what is dhyana, or problems in mind. That then other is sanshaya. Sanshaya means doubts. We start getting some doubts. Oh, is this meditation which I am doing, is it okay? Is it not okay? Does a person in front of me, he knows what he's saying, or he's not, he doesn't know what he's saying? Am I capable of attaining what is being taught, or am I not? So these are the 3 kind of doubts which come up. You either have the doubt in practice, you either have a doubt in the mode of the practice, or the guru or the teacher or the practice which you are doing, or the third one, you have a doubt on yourself, whether you can attain that. Okay, so these doubts come up when you are on the path of yoga. Be aware of it. Okay, then the third is pramada. Pramada means it is kind of laziness. So you know that you have to do this, but still not doing it, still procrastinating it, or still avoiding it. That is called pramada. Knowing what is right, but still not doing it. Then alasya is pure laziness. Your body is very tired. You are very, you don't have energy only to do something. Either you don't have energy in your mind, or you don't have energy in the body. Either your body is very tired, or your mind is, you have lost that will or that enthusiasm, because of which you have become lazy. So pramada is knowing this is right, this is wrong, but still going ahead with it. And laziness is not the will to go ahead with it. Okay, this is laziness. Avriti, that is craving for enjoyment. A lot of time people just crave, ki, I want this, I want this. It becomes like an obsession. So all the obsessions in life, these are something which would take you away from the path of yoga. Okay. And the next is Bhranti Darshana. Bhranti Darshan matlab, it means watching or seeing something. Bhranti means illusion. Having daydreaming, or hallucinating, or having illusions about something. Like I said, something, okay, you're sitting and dreaming about certain things. That is what is Bhranti Darshana. Sometimes people also get into Bhranti Darshana when they start thinking, okay, I'm right. What I'm thinking is right. And this is the only right which is there. Everything else is wrong. So that is also Bhranti Darshana. Okay. Then alabdha bhumi gatva. What does it means? You are alabdha bhumi gatva. Bhumi means something which is stable. So that stability is for alabdha, very less time. You attain certain samadhi, you attain certain meditative state, you attain certain physical aspect of yoga, but that is for a very less time. You come over there, you reach there, and then you come back. That is what is alapta bhumi gatva. You are not able to hold on to the state of samadhi. You are not able to hold on to the yoga. That is alapta bhumi gatva. And anavasti tattva. So that is, no matter how much you are trying, you are just not able to attain it. So these are the obstacles on the path of yoga. And whenever you get these obstacles, become aware. Okay, now I'm getting into pramada. I know I have to do this practice, but still I'm not doing it. Or is it because of laziness? I have a lot of time. I can prioritize this, but still I'm just lazy. Or is it because of certain health problems which I'm having? I'll tell you a story. A lot of times when I used to start meditating, especially when I used to do advanced courses, advanced meditation courses in Bangalore at Shri Ravi Shankar Ji's ashram, Art of Living ashram. That time, every time I used to start the advanced course, I used to fall ill. First day only. As soon as I used to reach there, I used to fall ill. My throat used to be gone. I used to be having a lot of cold, cough, and just couldn't speak. Itna zyada ho jata tha. So when I learned about that this is one of the obstacles in the path of yoga, I realized from next time onwards, I was more aware. And that awareness only brought that correction, because I knew that this is going to come. So let me take preventive actions for that. I knew that I have to do this, and it went away. But what if you start doing it and you get ill and then you think, oh, this is not for me. I can't do it. This is how it takes you away from the path of yoga. Then what are the symptoms that you are on this path, that all these problems are coming? What are the symptoms of it? First is dukkha. You start having problems or sadness in your life or pain in your life. This is called dukkha. Then second one is dor manasya. That is depression. You're not feeling very charming. You're not feeling very nice. You're just very depressed. And the third is Angamev Jayatva. What does it mean? You start losing the victory over your body. Jay, matlab, it means victory. Jay means victory. Ang means body. Angame Jayatva. You start losing the victory over your body. Your body is not behaving like you want it to behave. You want to lift something, your body doesn't have that energy to lift. Your hand starts becoming weak. You want to run, but you're not able to run. Your body starts becoming weak. Or you want to do some practice and your mind is not supporting you. So all these is the organs are not supporting in what you want to do. You want to eat something and your stomach says, no, I can't do this. And next time you eat it, I have loose motions. So that is what is Angame Jayatva. Then the last one is Shwasa Prashwasa. That is irregular breathing pattern. At a certain point of time when you must have seen somebody is very upset. How do people cry? It's something like that. You see, whenever you are upset, your breath is not stable. It becomes very shaky. So whenever you have shakiness in breath, that is what is Shwasa Prashwasa. Unrhythmatic breathing. Okay. How do you overcome these obstacles? What are the ways to overcome this? The first is Ekatattva Abhyasa. One-pointedness, one-pointed practice is what would really help you in overcoming these obstacles. Then the second one is Chitta Prasadana. Cultivating some virtues by which your chitta, or by which your mind, your intellect, your memory can be positive, prasadana, being positive. Then controlling your prana, doing some pranayama can really help. Observing your sense experiences, just awareness, or it is called swadhyaya. That can take you out of these obstacles. Vairagya, detachment. Okay. Whenever that inner light shines, that also takes you out of these obstacles. Knowledge of sleep and knowledge of dream. Understanding what is dreaming, that really is wonderful. Huh? We have been dreaming for throughout our life, but have we thought about what is dream? And sometimes you would feel, I don't know whether I'm dreaming or it is actually happening to me. Has it happened to someone? Yes or no? होता है ना कभी कभी, you don't realize, I don't know whether I'm dreaming or it is actually happening. You get up and you're actually having a couple of those pains which you were having in your dreams, or you are so lost when you get up, what is this? Is this reality or that one was reality? So understanding the nature of dream and the nature of sleep gives you an insight about the nature of this life. This gives you an awareness that if that might not be real, that dreaming which you are doing was not real. So is this what you are doing right now? Is this real? Is it possible that this is also not real? You're very sure when you are dreaming that that is real. And you are very sure right now that whatever is happening over here, this is real. But are you really, you can be that sure? You have been sure when you were dreaming, and still you realize that that was not real. So knowledge about dream, that can liberate you. And meditation. These are a couple of ways to remove the obstacles in the path of yoga. Then what is samadhi? Samadhi is sam means equanimous, dhi means intellect. When your intellect or when your chitta becomes equanimous, that is samadhi. When your mind becomes totally calm, equanimous, there is no modulations, that is time you attain samadhi. It can be sabij or nirbij. Sabij means there is still a little bit of seed left. You have a little bit of thoughts going on. There can be certain concepts about yourself, but still you are in samadhi. That is mostly what we, when we are doing initially, we are doing meditating and doing meditation. That's what we initially get into. That is called Sabija Samadhi. And what is the next one? Nirbija Samadhi. That is something which is which all the yogis would want to attain, when not even the seed of this awareness is left, when not even the seed of this maya is left in your mind. That is Nirbij Samadhi. Okay. So very, very nicely and very properly, he has given all these sutras, or he has explained each and everything. He has categorized each and everything very scientifically. So before Maharishi Patanjali, all these things were not very well established, very well categorized. Gurus were still there. They used to give all these jnana, but they were not very structured. It used to be very personalized. They used to give a personal mantra and used to guide each and every person on this path. But over here, Patanjali laid down the broader rules and regulations to attain the state of yoga. So now we can understand a little bit more about, let me see what is more important. So Maharishi Patanjali says one very important thing about, our very important way to attain liberation. So for all the grahastha, so people like us, he is given 3 points. If you follow those 3 points, you can easily attain the yoga. What are those 3 points? That is Vivek, Vairagya, and Ishvara Paridhana. Ishvara Pranidhana, what does it mean? Viveka and Vairagya we have discussed. Viveka is discrimination, knowing what is right, knowing what is wrong, what is just for a little while and what is there for a long time. Vairagya means total dispassion. And third is Ishvara Pranidhana, complete surrender towards the Ishvara. Now, what is Ishvara? They say that the one who is beyond all the kaleshas, who does not have any of these, vrittis or these kleshas which come out of vrittis, that is what is Ishvara. So, klesha karma vipakshayai. So neither Ishvara has kleshas, neither any problems, neither any dukkhas, neither he has any karma. So Ishvara is also not bound by karmas. We are bound by karmas, but not Ishvara. Huh? He says the Purusha, Vishesha, is Ishvara. Now, what is Purusha? This whole universe has been divided into two parts. One is Purusha and the other is Prakriti. So when you say Purusha, Purusha means that consciousness from which this whole thing came into existence. Very loosely, if you see, you can say Shiva and Parvati as Purusha and Prakriti. So Shiva was meditating for a very long time. This whole universe was in a state of equanimity for a very, very long time. Then he got married to Parvati. Then this Prakriti came into being, and then the other, the Ganesha and Kartikeya, all these, the offsprings were born. So how do you visualize this? That if you look at it very scientifically, this whole world was just, the scientists say that it was just a condensed matter, just some energy. And there was a loud bang, which is called Big Bang in scientific terms. And from that Big Bang, this whole creation came into being. So everything started from some condensed energy. In our scriptures, it is also referred to as Hiranyagarbha, or that which was there when nothing was there, when there was no light, nothing, there was no duality. Then there was only that energy that is also being told as Shiva. So there's a story also that when Lord Vishnu woke up, he saw that from his navel, Lord Brahma has come up. The Lord Brahma was born out of the navel of Lord Vishnu. And when both of them gained consciousness, they saw a very large pillar of light. And they tried to find the extremities of it, but they couldn't. And that pillar of light was Shiva. So that consciousness was even before the sustenance and the creation came into being. Lord Vishnu is said to be the one who sustains it, and Lord Brahma is said to be the one who creates it. So in our scriptures, they have said it very nicely that, ability to sustain came before the ability to create came. So Brahma came after Vishnu was there, and Shiv came even before Vishnu was there. So this consciousness and this creation came into being first, then the ability of this consciousness to sustain life form, that came, and then the life form came. Science also says this, that there was Earth, the solar system was there for billions of years. But first, the Earth became, the way we see it right now, to be able to sustain life. So that creative energy manifested the first thing, and then the life originated from it. So first the creation, then the ability to sustain life, and then the life from it. So this is the process. So Ishvara is what? Ishvara is that which is beyond all these gunas, which is beyond all these karmas, which is beyond all these kleshas. That is Ishvara. So when you surrender yourselves, when you completely let go of yourselves towards that Ishvara, okay, whatever is happening, this is, teri marzi hai. It's your wish. I'll just do whatever I'm supposed to do. Then you become free. You become totally relaxed. And that is the time, even while doing whatever you are doing in your life, you can attain samadhi. You can attain Kriya Yoga. There is another form of yoga which Maharishi Patanjali has talked about. It is called Ashtanga Yoga. One is Kriya Yoga, another is Ashtanga Yoga. And what is Ashtanga Yoga? It is consisting of 8 limbs. Anga means limbs. So there are 8 limbs. Ashta Anga, Ashtanga. And what are the 8 limbs of this kind of yoga? The first limb of Ashtanga Yoga is it is Yama. Yama is what? Yama is your ethics, your social ethics. How do you do what you do in your life? How do you behave with other people around you? So he has given some of the yamaya like ahimsa, non-violence, satya, asteya, non-stealing, brahmacharya, being established in that ultimate self, and aparigraha, non-accumulation. So these are the yamas, these are the social ethics, imbibing which you can attain yoga. Just if they say that, so for example, I have 4 limbs, there are 2 hands and 2 legs. Now, if somebody pulls me from one hand, my whole body would come along with it. Yes or no? So the same way, these 8 angas, if you just hold on to one anga also very tightly, you can actually attain the complete yoga by itself. That is the beauty of it. That's why it is not called 8 steps towards yoga. It is called 8 limbs of yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. So even holding on to one thing very nicely can let you attain that yoga. But what if somebody just, pushes me from behind, just take all the 4 angas along with it? That would be much easier, right? So if you can imbibe all of these principles in your life, that would be the ultimate, that would be the easiest thing to attain yoga. But don't worry about if you can't do everything. Just do something at least. Just do one thing properly. So yama is how you behave in your social surroundings. Niyama is how do you behave with yourselves. What are the niyamas? Shaucha, cleanliness inside and outside. Santosha, being satisfied with whatever you have. Tapa, your body needs to be, needs to endure certain things. Tabhi wo strong hoti, then only it becomes stronger. That is what is tapa. Then swadhyaya, thinking or contemplating about what is right, what is wrong. Okay, I did this. Should I have done this or not done this? What is going on inside me now? Okay, I'm getting angry. Wow, there is certain thing which is happening in my brain. Oh, I'm feeling that hatred towards some certain thing which is happening in my chest. This is what? This is swadhyaya. Understanding your own self. Self-knowledge comes through this as well. Ishvara pranidhana. That is also one of the niyamas. Okay. So this is part of Kriya Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga both. So you can see how relatable these things are and how scientifically he has categorized each and everything into different categories. So first is Yama in the Ashtanga. Second is Niyama. Third is Asana. Asana is very, very something which is misunderstood for a very long time. What is asana? Asana is the Maharishi Patanjali says sthira sukham asana. When you have stability and you experience happiness, that is what is asana. You just sit comfortably. I'm just sitting like this, And in this posture also, if I am stable, there is no movement. There is a stability in myself. There's stability in my eyes. There's stability in my physical body, and there's a stability in my mind. I'm sthira, and I'm feeling happy. So this also becomes an asana. Just sitting on a chair can be an asana. Just sitting in sukhasana or folded legs can be asana. Sitting in padmasana, that is also an asana. You can, when you start practicing it, you can even you're going into trikonasana and you're just experiencing bliss while being in trikonasana, or you are standing on your head, you're doing a shishasana, and you're just feeling that stability and the bliss when you are in a shishasana. That is also an asana. They say that it takes about 12 years to uh, master one asana. Itna time lagta hai ek asana ko achieve karne mein. But this is also a very doable way to attain yoga. You can, just by doing 100% into asana also, you can attain liberation. So that is the beauty of it. So what happens when you attain a mastery over it? You have a say over your body as well. Then the second one is pranayama. Pranayama is giving direction to your breath or giving direction to your energy, prana. That is pranayama. Then the other is pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses towards your inner self. All the time, our senses are going outwards, taking the senses inwards. This is called pratyahara. Then after pratyahara, there comes three things. What is it? Dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Now, these three things combined, Maharshi Patanjali has called it samyama. So, these three things combined is a little higher form of practice, higher form of yoga. So, it is called samyama. And what is dharana? Dharana is dharana. What does dharana means? I have ये जो मैंने कपड़े पहने मैंने अपने शरीर पर धारण किए हैं. So taking something, having a thought in your mind or taking that thought in your mind is called dharana. Okay. So when we are doing yog nidra, we just take a thought. Okay, I'm taking my attention to my leg. That taking of my thought towards or focusing on certain thing, that becomes a dharana. Dhyana, which is more subtle than dharana, when your effort to take focus on something also ceases a little bit, then you go into dhyana. And samadhi, when there is total equanimity, when you lost your body awareness also, there is no awareness, there is you're totally lost. That is when your mind is totally in equanimity. That is what is samadhi. So these are certain aspects of yoga, Ashtanga yoga, and this is all what I could have covered in this short duration of time. We promised that we will cover all this in 50 minutes. So it's already 45 minutes actually. So 45 minutes have completed right now. I would really, really recommend all of us to start working towards this. At least take one thing. You don't have to remember each and everything what we've discussed today. Even if you take one small aspect of it, that would be worth it. That would be good enough. Okay. So if you want to be connected, I do a lot of other sessions online. I posted on YouTube sometimes. I do it on Zoom meetings. If there is any topic which interests you, which you want to be aware about, which you want us to speak about, we can do that as well. So I would be really happy to do that. I personally, probably some of you don't know me. I am an art of living teacher. I have been meditating for the last 12 years, and by profession, I'm a pilot. So whenever I get time from my job, I do seva, and I really like to delve into knowledge. and we have some beautiful volunteers with us. I would like to thank Chirag and Anshika for all these 15 days of intense tapa and intense swadhyay that both of them have done. They have not missed a single session. So I think I would like to clap for both of you guys. Chirag is sitting here with me, and Anshika is there. So both of them have worked tremendously for making this whole session successful, and just keep on moving like this. And lot of blessings to both of you, and for all of the people who have joined this session today, um, and all those people who have done this session for all this while, for being with us for 15 days. It was an amazing journey. So thank you all, and lots of best wishes. Keep on connecting with us. This group will just put up a link for wisdom series. So that is a small 30-minute session that I keep on having every a month. So we keep on discussing about one or the other things. I'll put the link for that group, and we will probably dissolve this group in a little while. If somebody wants to do some yogasanas in a proper way and go ahead on the path of asana. My wife is also a yoga teacher, and she takes yoga classes as well. So I would be very happy to, have you in those classes. So I wish you all the very best on your yogic journey. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.